all here.
Oh, how do I unmute? Sorry. Or am I already unmuted? Looks a bit different to normal.
Yeah, so you'll see it on this participation list. They'll
Yeah,
show you that, and then you basically ask to unmute.
Yeah.
But am I unmuted now?
You're fine. You're talking through this,
Oh, sorry.
which is going through everything. It's one input. All you need to do is monitor this, and then you don't need to worry about any audio.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll start with Jessica Crichton from Sky Sports News.
Hey, Roy, good to see you. Sorry about the loss. What could the team have done better this evening?
Well, apart from the obvious point of not conceding 4 goals, I don't know. I mean, obviously the first goal, which was one of those mistakes which happened in a game of football, didn't help, but we did well to get back into the game by the scoring the goal just before half time. I thought we were undone really by 2 exceptionally good goals at the start of the second half. And we're playing a team of great quality, and when they've got three goals to 1 advantage over you, it's going to be very, very hard to, claw that back. Hard enough to claw the 1 goal back. But what could we have done better? I thought that there were times straight enough in the second half where I thought we passed the ball better than perhaps we had done at times in the first half. But as I say, we were fighting that deficit of the goals that they'd scored earlier in the second half to give themselves a very good lead.
Yeah, you mentioned their quality, Roy. Watching from the sidelines, how difficult is it to try and defend against a team with such attacking prowess like that? Sometimes do you have to just hold your hands up and say, okay, well, they're just better quality?
Well, you can never hold your hands up. We're in the same league. And when we played them at Selhurst Park, we played 1-1 and were very good value for that 1-1. So we had no reason to believe that we know what quality they have. We knew what quality Man United have when we play them on Wednesday night. You've got to find a way of doing what you do, and your players giving what they can give to make certain that the quality doesn't shine through quite as clearly as it did on occasions tonight. But there are moments, unfortunately, when you play teams that have got such good quality players in the team, if they are in the form that Bale and Kane were tonight, and when chances come their way, take them with such aplomb, it's going to be hard for you sometimes to get back into the game.
Thanks, Roy.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Jessica. George Sessions of PA, please.
Hi, Roy. Obviously good to have Wolf back tonight, and might have been slightly different had his effort gone in at 3-2. Was he fit enough to play the whole game, or was it always a case of just bringing him back slowly from the hamstring injury?
Well, I thought first of all we played very well against three difficult teams: Brighton, then Fulham, and then Man United, and I think the team has done extremely well. So I don't think it would have been the moment to necessarily change that with everyone fit and ready and wanting to play, especially with Wilf having been out for such a long time and having done so few training sessions. So I suppose the aim always was really to try and ease him back and get him some minutes in the game tonight. And I thought the right time to do that was at half time, to give him 45 minutes, because we know that we're going to need him in the 10 games going forward if we're going to get the results we want. So the sooner we get him back into action, the better.
And just in terms of Eze, was that just tactical? It wasn't another injury for you in terms of taking Eze off?
No, he wasn't injured, but I mean, the fact is someone had to make way for Wilf, and we decided that, Eberechi would have to be the player to make way for him on this occasion. But no, luckily he's not injured and he'll be available for the next game.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? If I can't see any more emojis, if you could let me know if there are any others. Matt Woosnam from The Athletic, please. You need to unmute, please, Matt.
Sorry, apologies. Hi, Roy. Obviously, you brought Jeff Schlupp on in the second half there, and you brought him on the right side of midfield. Obviously, he has played there this season. I just wondered whether you sort of see him as having one particular position, or whether you sort of like his versatility to play him sort of either on the left or on the right, and accordingly with whoever you've got available.
Yeah, we do like his versatility, and he is capable, to be honest, of playing anywhere across the midfield. He could even play as a second striker because that's the type of player he is. We appreciate very much his pace, his strength, and his desire really to take the game to the opponents. And I thought we saw some good signs of that in the second half. The only problem was that we were already 3-1 down, so the signs were never going to be as exciting as perhaps they would have been had the game been level or had we been leading.
Thanks, Roy.
Thank you. And the last one from Rob Moore of The Sun. Thank you.
Roy, as someone who's worked with Harry Kane in the past, what do you make of the player he's become and the way he's playing at the moment? That's 16 Premier League goals this season.
Yeah, really good. I mean, the third goal was the one that I suppose really killed us to some extent and took the game perhaps beyond our reach. Not that we didn't keep trying, but I mean, that probably was the goal where you thought now they're in the ascendancy and they can relax a bit more and just keep the ball and pass it around, which they're good at doing. But I think Harry has improved enormously over the years. But that's not surprising. You must remember that, in 2016, which is 5 years ago, a lot of these guys were, they were already stars, him and Dele Alli. There was no doubt that we saw what talent those two guys had, but they didn't have the amount of games, the amount of international experience, the amount of European and Champions League experience. And what's more, Harry has really added further strings to his bow because he's capable of playing in this sort of retreating centre-forward position where when he gets there and gets on the ball, he's capable of producing very, very good passes. But the thing that killed us off tonight, I suppose, in the game was that fantastic strike for the third goal, and then his awareness to get in at the back post for the fourth goal.
Okay, thank you. I've just seen Andy McSteen's emoji. If you'd like to ask a question, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Hello, Roy. Just obviously as a disappointing result, but how happy were you with the Luka cross and the Benteke powerful header getting away from his markers, and how much more of that would you like to see from Christian and from Luka getting those balls in the box and being so dominant in the air there? Thank you.
Yeah, it was a very good goal. I couldn't agree with you more. It was a goal also that gave us a lot of hope at half time, back in the game. Because in the first half, we'd cope with, despite the fact they had so many quality players and they played good football, we coped with it relatively well. The goal that they actually got was one which comes from a clear technical mistake on our side. But after that, unfortunately, the second and third goals showed what quality they have, and we weren't able to match it. But it's nice to see that Christian is getting goals now on a regular basis. It's good to see him getting in the penalty area as he did to attack the crosses in that central area in the penalty area where he gets in front of people and gets his head on the ball. And it will be up to us to make sure that we get behind the defenders and play enough balls in there for him to give him a chance to get on the end of them.
Thank you, Roy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. We'll leave it there.